Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca, and with a little celebrity news. Now, let me tell y'all before I get into this. Do y'all know I recorded this? I thought I was recording this entire this video, and girl, I hadn't even hit record yet. Child. Baby, but onward we march. Okay, onward we march. Okay. Child, I really went through the whole Wendy Williams thing, and I did not realize that I didn't hit record, girl. Child, I know I done did about 7 minutes in before I realized that I wasn't recording. So I had to start all over again. Child, it's hard out here for a pimp. You better believe that. But welcome back, everybody. We doing March Madness in the Den, child. That is every day in the month of March as I'm able to breathe and sit up at this computer. I will be here with a video. I don't know what it always gonna be. It might be a review, might be an episode of Their Business, My Views. It might be a live stream, but for the entire month of March, I will do my due diligence to be here to talk to you guys, and hopefully you'll talk back to me. Now, before we get into the DJ Booth and Wendy Williams, because I'm going to do them first, because I feel a rant coming on as it pertains to Stevie J. I want to take a moment to say thank you to each and every one of you who has subscribed to the channel. Many, many of y'all, and I mean many, have subscribed to this channel. I actually took the time to actually look at the dashboard behind stage for us content creators, and I was taken aback. Seriously, it made me pause. I got nervous for a minute, and then I realized that I just said yesterday I'm about to walk in my season. So I thank each and every one of you who took a chance on me, and I will do my due diligence to bring you as much comedy, real talk, story times, and things of that nature. I'm gonna keep it funky with you down here, even if it means sometimes it's not so pretty of a look. I'm gonna keep it real. That's what I try my best to do. Now, I ain't saying I always meet that goal, but that's the goal, girl, to give you a piece of me the best way I know how, each upload or live stream. And apparently, you guys have seen something in me that you like, and I appreciate that. I really do from the bottom of my heart. Welcome all of you new people to the den. If you are a returning den mate, welcome back to the den. I appreciate you all coming over here and proving that we are truly a force to be reckoned with around these parts. Now, let's get into the commentary because, like I said, I think I might, I don't know, I might not, but I think I might have a rant on Stevie J. But so let's get to Wendy Williams first. Oh, the lovely Miss Wendy Williams, all smiles. Let's get into it. It appears that Wendy Williams is happy and reunited with her estranged friend DJ Booth after her show is canceled. In a rare photo, you see her and DJ Booth over this past weekend. The talk show host and DJ were not speaking after he unceremoniously left the show in 2021. The two seems to have made amends after DJ shared a photo on Instagram of the pair together. He was reportedly in town working on a gig over spring break, prompting their meetup. There didn't appear to be any hard feelings as Wendy smiled at her pal, who jokingly held his fingers to his ears. He laughed about the encounter in the caption, writing, "I don't want to hear it, 2022." Booth left Wendy Williams' show prior to his cancellation, previously admitting that he was concerned with his ailing colleagues' behavior. Y'all have no idea what's really going on. Everyone there is afraid to speak up because they don't want to lose their jobs. This is going to play out bad, and I feel sorry for the workers and the victims. When Wendy returned for the new fall season, DJ Booth was not on the set with Power 105.1 personality. DJ Sus won instead of making his series of debuts. The show's former music man was reportedly fired. Wendy and Booth spent a lot of time together during the last year's pandemic quarantine, often referring to him as her special friend. Wendy responded to those who asked why the two are not officially saying, we're not official, saying we are official friends. The 57-year-old New Jersey native has not appeared on her show since July of 2021 due to a series of health issues. Sherry Shepherd was announced last month as her replacement on the broadcast. And then we get a little bit from her brother Tommy Williams, who recently opened up about how his sister was faring since her show's cancellation. The 54-year-old posted a photo with the veteran host and a slew of other close family members in Florida, along with a lengthy caption updating her fans on her condition. Tommy captioned the snap, which was shared to a private Wendy Williams Facebook fan group, writing, I'm encouraging everyone to remain faithful that our girl Wendy Williams will pull through this fall, push through the clouds and to the light. Wendy's younger brother added that while his sister is recovering and strengthening daily, he has not been posting much lately. He said, I've been away from my platform for a while as we circle the wagons and deal with the reality that family needs me. There is no script, views, or ratings attached to genuine support. You all have exemplified support for my family, and we are truly grateful, he added before encouraging people to subscribe to his YouTube channel for more updates on his sister's progress. Wendy continues to battle a string of health problems, which kicked off when the Sun exclusively reported she was rushed to the hospital for psychiatric services. Ever since then, sources have said that the once witty, sharp host isn't the same as she used to be, as she deals with multiple medical problems, including addiction and Graves' disease, and she had Cora. Now, her thoughts on Sherry Shepherd taking over Wendy is feeling disrespected about the decision. An insider told the Sun exclusively that Sherry was announced on the Wendy Williams show with Wendy's audience, which is and with all of her followers. Wendy has 2.6 million subscribers on YouTube alone. That's Wendy's YouTube. She built that following, not Sherry, and not the production company. The source added it was bad enough that they canceled her show and gave Sherry her own daytime talk show, which is set to take over Wendy's time slot. It was a total slap in the face for it to be announced on Wendy's show and her platforms. Hmm. Well, I can understand how that must have made her feel. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Sometimes Wendy not no spring chicken anymore, and it's gonna take a while before she, if ever, she returns to being the Wendy that we once knew. Maybe Wendy will be even better. We don't know. But I have much respect for what Wendy has accomplished. I know a lot of people don't feel that way because of some of the stuff that has come out of her mouth over the years, but you cannot take away from what that woman has built for herself in the years she's been in this business, from radio to TV. Right now is the time where Wendy needs to heal. She needs to heal from the inside out, and I am so here for her, uh taking time out to do her. Maybe that show wasn't good for her right now. So instead of me looking at it as a negative thing and being mad with Sherry Shepherd did what she was supposed to do. That she was offered a position, and that was her chance for her star to shine. So she took that opportunity. I don't think she did that as any form of disrespect to Wendy Williams whatsoever. But when your chance comes, you must bite it. You'd be a fool not to. Wendy in time will understand that even though she may have had close relationships with many, this is still business. This is show business, and the operative word being business. It was a business decision for that company to decide to cancel her show and to offer Sherry Shepherd a show, and I'm not mad about that. I cannot be angry with her, Sherry Shepherd, that is, for doing what she was supposed to do. It was her turn. Okay. So we're not gonna beat up Sherry Shepherd, and we're gonna continue. At least I will continue to root for Wendy. Pray that she heals from the inside out, and maybe sometime in the future we'll see Wendy Williams again. But she is definitely not gone. She's just in the recovery stage. She had a lot of stuff to heal from, and we don't need to go through the list of things that she's gone through because we all know what she's been through. Now it's time for that lady to have an actual moment where she can get her together, not piecing her together so she can sit up on that purple couch in front of millions of people every day and fight through the pain. No, it's time for her to truly heal. And if her losing this show means that she can truly be a whole person again, then I'm all for it because I know that Wendy is not gone. She will reappear. She will rise from the ashes like a phoenix, baby. Maybe not in the capacity that we used to, but Wendy has not, she has not said her final, how you doing? Okay, so we're gonna be good with Wendy. Next is this fool right here. Veteran producer Stevie J was mid interview with a woman conducting a FaceTime conversation. Had to double take as the loving hip hop Atlanta personality was laying shirtless on the bed and appeared to be receiving oral sex from an unidentified woman. The interviewer, Leah A. Henry, didn't seem to mind, just continued asking questions for her show, Leah's Lemonade. Just as Stevie was told Hip Hop DMX earlier this week, he mentioned he was in Miami Beach, Florida at Diddy's Star Island compound. But at one point, a random hand entered the frame, making it abundantly clear he wasn't alone. And that's when Henry stopped and began to laugh. Why am I in bed with you right now? She asked. You're a distraction. Pick up the camera. To which he said, where do you want me to take the camera to? Henry was being ridiculed online for not stopping the interview when she realized what was happening, but so is Stevie J. As one person wrote on Twitter, what Stevie J did during that interview was weird, cringy, and low key sexual harassment. And it just further shows how his lack of respect for women because if the interviewer was a man, he definitely would not have done that. Another added, I pray that he never gets narcissistic like most famous people struggling to remain relevant. First off, Stevie J was drunk or high as giraffe ass. Secondly, he named, dropped Diddy. Last of all, Stevie J went too far with Lil Sis interviewing him. As for the interviewer, she feels nothing, she did nothing wrong. Shortly after the video started to pick up traction, she tweeted, all these journalism majors, sarcasm, telling me how to conduct interviews. I went to one of the top journalism schools in the country. I know how to conduct a professional interview. Oh, y'all. Hold on 1 minute. Girl, I had a frog in my throat. Okay. She said she went to one of the top journalism schools in the country. I know how to conduct a professional interview, and I'll address this Stevie J interview on my podcast because some of y'all make me sick. You can find that over there on her Instagram. I mean, on her Twitter, honey. Whew. First of all, to me, that was disgusting, and she deserved better. Even if she don't see that she deserved better, she deserved better. I'm confused as to what would make a grown ass man sit here. You lucky somebody want to interview you in 2022 in the first place. But the lack of respect for her and what she's doing and your lack of professionalism in when you supposed to be an A-lister at some point in time tells me that either you a little bit on the narc side or child you have relapsed back into drug addiction. I said it. There is no way we would have continued that interview once I first of all, why you ain't got no clothes on and we interviewing I'm interviewing you. I would have stopped the interview. However, if she felt like she was not disrespected, she feels like that he brought his best form of himself to that interview, that let her do it. But based off of what I saw of this interview, he appeared to be under the influence of something. He does give me narcissistic tease, like most famous people struggling to remain relevant. He did name drop Diddy, and I feel like he should have done better by her. But if she is all right with it, why the hell would I care? I can't make you have self-respect if you don't have it. You don't fit. If you went to one of the top journalism schools in the country, then you should have felt like you would deserve better. You should have felt like he could have at least put a shirt on and addressed you instead of playing around all that giggling and carrying on. And then out of nowhere, here comes this woman's hand. Why you don't have a shirt on? Why are you receiving fellatio while you're having an interview with somebody that still want to talk to your ass in 2022? That goes to show you that something is off with him. Now, to each his own, but that could have never happened to me. There is no way in hell I would have allowed him to disrespect me and my craft by first showing up on the interview with nothing, no shirt on. Why you got to show all of that? We seen you before, Stevie. We know you got a eye body. We done seen the prints. We done seen we done seen all of you. But I'm sure that that interview had nothing to do with you being showing yourself sexually. And I feel like if there was a man, that goes to show you the lack of disrespect that he do have for women. Because if that would have been a male interviewing him, he would have definitely not done any of that, and he would have had a shirt on. That interview was nothing but a shit show at best. I'm ashamed for her, and I'm ashamed of him. Look at him, looking like he looking like he hides giraffe ass. And she expect people not to say nothing about it because she been to one of the highest, one of the best journalism schools. Well, girl, if you felt like that was respectful, then girl, I hate to see what you consider disrespect because he did disrespect you, ma'am. You're a journalist. You're conducting a professional interview. First of all, he should have showed up like with some decorum about himself. Secondly, he can have whoever he want between his leg doing whatever. You mean to tell me you couldn't stop there for just a moment so that you can allow this woman to try to give you some shine? Because Lord knows ain't too many people thinking about you in the year 2020. Girl, let me get the hell off here. He done pissed me off. See, this is why I ain't want to talk about no Stevie J. That's nasty. It's nasty. It showed you how much he don't respect women. He didn't respect who she was and what she represents. And that was his moment where he could have actually said something that somebody want to hear. He could have changed how people look at him because people always say every woman he done dealt with says that he don't have he has a lack of respect for women. But see, he is allowed to do that when bitches like her sit up there and giggle about the shit, talking about she didn't have no problem with it. She going, girl, let me get girl. I told you a rant. Y'all look, I would never. He could never have had an interview with me and you show up with no shirt on. I would immediately ask you to cover your body because I didn't come there to talk about your body. I came to talk about your craft. And the minute I deduced that there was some fellatio going on or something of that nature, the interview would have ended. Because I promise you, he wouldn't have took that shit to CNN. He wouldn't have took that shit to MSNBC. He wouldn't have took that approach with nobody else. He took it with her, which means he don't see much in you. And if you don't see enough in yourself to know that that was a form of disrespect to you, then girl, I don't know what to tell you, but maybe you need to check your palm pilot. And that's it. That's all. Y'all have a great remainder to your week, honey. That's it. I ain't got nothing else to say about this because the more I talk about it, the more rants I'ma have. I told you it was gonna be a rant, child. You know how I come sometimes. But that's it. That's all. Remember, in closing, as always, you do not have to be great to get started, but you must get started in order to be great. And it is the depth of your struggle that will determine the ultimate height of your success. Have a wonderful week, everybody. I'll see you soon.